There is that. I don't have an intro. Hey, we're live. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. And hey, I have a card too, but I don't have your name. I have.
There you go.
There it is, Tarot Stash.
There you
Welcome, welcome, Gerald.
Thank you, Danny. It's great to be here.
Good to see you again. Before we get going, what color's your hair?
My hair is it's called tanzanite. It's a blue purple. It's more blue than I had expected. Sometimes one must do some things that are unexpected to bring a smile to their face. And
Absolutely.
This blue is what was doing it. I did it actually on Monday because Purple Elephant Deb H was a guest on my
channel. I saw that. Yeah.
And I was going for more purple. And but hey, it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yes.
So for people who don't know who Gerald is, what? So Gerald Tarot Stash. I think your channel it's like got this amazing blend of being really honest, truthful, informative, and silly all at the same time. So it gives a lot of levity. It's well, I'll let you talk about what's going on your channel.
Well, on my channel, I try to create a space where people are able to laugh and experience little bits of joy. I am always curious, and I've been fortunate enough to have guests come on to where we do something called a laugh and learn, where we laugh together whilst we learn about a topic, and we get to explore a wide variety of topics. I've been doing human design. I have been doing magic, talking about black salt, various other things, grounding. I am going to be scheduling a show talking about castor oil coming up in February. So I'm Tarot Stash. I have a stash of tarot cards and oracle cards. So I am a collector, and I like those things. So sometimes I will have a guest on for what I call a deck casual, to where each of us have the same deck, and we talk about that deck. We explain what it is, talk about the physicality, but then some of our favorite cards and some of the cards that we don't like. And I've been fortunate enough sometimes, Danny, to have some of the creators come on and discuss it.
Oh, nice.
It's been very, very nice.
Yeah.
So I'm also, I will do silly things. I think a good prop is always an important thing.
Yeah. So, and the way that you throw it away, and the way that you can use that, because that takes some skill.
Yes. I think it's a genetic thing. So
I learned it. It is a learned skill. You can learn it. So
yes.
And people may ask, Danny, why would you ever want to learn that? That's for another show.
Well, yeah. I mean, because why wouldn't you, Danny?
Well, I mean, there it is.
I mean, there's all of that. And I think, last in December, I did something. I talked about Glimmer Globes. And I did a series, and glimmers are those things. Those are moments in our everyday life when things feel good, things are lined up, our mind, body, and soul are connected.
Yeah.
And so I really focused on the Glimmer Globe and capturing those glimmers instead of paying attention to all of the things that make us sad.
Yeah.
Paying attention to the things that make us happy. Because I'm a practicing witch, and intention is everything.
Yeah.
What you put out there, you get more of.
Yeah.
Energetically, we are all stardust, and everything responds to energy.
Yeah.
And so if you want more of something, then start finding that more of what you want in your everyday life
Yeah.
and appreciating it, because it's like money. Money is energy. And if you treat money properly, or you treat energy properly, the universe says, oh, this person knows what to do with this energy.
Yeah. Right.
Let's give them more.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, and I love that. There's things that in our life though that somehow prevent us from even getting there or feeling like we can get there.
Yeah.
And so the trick is then to, in my opinion, is to fake it till you make it.
Yes.
Right. So you just go, you know what? No, and just imagine, like, for example, having money, right? Imagine spending money. Imagine you won $1 million and then play with, well, now I've got, every day I've got to spend $100,000.
Yep.
What are you going to do? The first day is pretty easy. I'll buy a Lamborghini or two.
Okay.
You know, second day, okay, I'm going to buy a boat. Okay, that's pretty easy. I'm okay. Now I got all this stuff. Now what do I spend the money on?
Yeah.
And so it gets to be a little more challenging, but it's a great exercise, and it brings you all this abundance, and then you get to sell the Lamborghini and the boat because you're not using them, and now you have more money to spend to give away on other things.
Right. Yeah. It's one of those things. It's one of those things that I always think about it in the sense of I try to live in a state of expectancy. I'm expecting these things to show up.
Yeah.
And when they do, I embrace them and I say thank you. That doesn't mean that when times are hard that I ignore that hardness and that difficulty. I am never going to tell somebody just to get over something, because I've had people tell me that. And I'm like going, you know, I have a few choice words for you that I'm not going to say on your channel. But
good thing I didn't start off that.
Yeah. But
just get over it. Get over
it. Just get over it. But it's about understanding and honoring exactly where we are, even though it may be all in that mud and that muck. And when we take a second, and I need to remind myself of this all of the time, Danny, is I need to calm down for a bit, and I need to take some deep breaths. I need to be in my body and in the present moment, because when I am in that present moment, then I can make different choices.
Yeah, right.
And I'm, you know, there's people out there who are very, very positive, and they don't take the time to recognize the pain and the challenges that they have or others have. You know, thoughts and prayers are one thing, but thoughts and prayers and holding whatever is going on in that space of thoughts and prayers and sitting with it and inviting it in for a cup of tea, listening to it, and then moving it on. Yeah. Extremely powerful.
Yeah. You know, we talk about, well, I talk a lot about the duality of things, and you can't have all positive without the negative.
No.
And you got to look at the negative. And in our political climate today, which we're not going to really be getting into politics, but just dealing with that, there is that there's space for both of these feelings. And I, you know, sometimes I go, oh, that's just, you know, so negative, hateful, hurtful, blah, 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 versus, you know, what I want to bring to the table, positive and joy. But we need both of them to blend together so that we, and I struggle with this because I go, you know, how do we blend that? It seems so negative, but and hurtful, but it somehow it's going to elevate us to a better place.
That's
I
what
have
I'm
to trust the
hoping for.
universe.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping for. That being said, it does require that everyone do their part.
Yeah.
This isn't a sit on the couch and just wait for it to show up. It's we have to put our intentions into actions, and we need to do what we can do, even small things, because a lot of small things
Yeah.
add up to great things.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm also, just being positive out in the outside world as much as possible, because some of these people, listen to me. So some of the people that don't have the views that I do, they seem to be like really being in that fear, and they're not really happy. And if you come up in your head, they go, "Why are you so dang happy? What's the secret? Where is that?" It goes back to some of the things that I learned in business. When I was struggling financially, if I would hang out with people that weren't struggling financially, then that helped me get over my struggle somehow, magically. It's just like it rubs off on you.
absolutely. And I also believe that we're not ignoring the difficulties. We're choosing where we want to put our energy.
Yeah.
I'm putting energy toward things that are positive, and it may be something small. It may be a cup of coffee today that makes me very happy.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow it's going out and having, dessert at a great restaurant.
Yeah.
And the great thing is because we're human and we are having this experience, is every day is different. So don't expect what worked yesterday to work today, because I personally, I think if everything was boring, everything was the same, it would be boring.
Yeah, sure.
Just a little bit of variety is helpful, but how we handle that variety and who we surround ourselves with, Danny, is a big deal.
Big deal. Big deal.
Big deal.
The other thing too is and then we're going to get into some of your favorite cards, and because I kind of collect cards too. I got a few. And someone was just asking me, you should do a card show, just kind of lay out your cards. Hang on one second. I got to close the door real quick.
And everybody, thank you for giving this a thumbs up and showing your support. So
yeah, thank you. So with these, where I was going with this, with these really difficult times, if we can focus on something we're grateful for. I remember going through just this horrendous time, and all I could find that I could be grateful for was my bed. I'm going, this bed feels so good for me to lay down on it and not have to do anything for 10-15 minutes. I don't have to worry. I could just, and then it started going a little bit longer. And then I'm like, I'm starting to hear things. I'm starting to wake up psychically. And so this is opening us up psychically, whether we are aware of it or not. I think this is part of that awakening that we're going through.
I think you may be right. My friend Medium Betsy Palmer had a conversation with her spirit guides, to where, because a lot of us in December, a lot of us as in empaths, psychically connected people, the energy was just weird.
Yeah,
it was not understood, and part of it was and she told me I could share this. Part of it was that we are already, the empaths, the psychics, those connected, have a certain vibration. And what's happening is everyone else is being required to raise their vibration up. And it's sort of put us in a bit of a timeout to where we're used to, well, I'm used to a lot of energy movement.
Yeah.
And that energy wasn't moving. It was like standing in a pool of water that wasn't moving. And I'm like going, this is weird. I'm not used to this, because I always like that flow and that give and take.
Yeah.
And so that's something that's an interesting thing to consider is, you know, perhaps the world, the universe, Earth, whatever, is having to adjust their vibration and get to a next level.
Yeah. Yeah. So. It makes sense. It makes sense to me. And well, let me rephrase that. It makes as much sense to me as it can make to me at this time, you know, because it's so far out, and trying to put it into words, it's difficult. But
it really,
you know,
is.
what we were talking about backstage is how to get through this time, and a lot of it is just one foot in front of the other.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Well, and I think one foot in front of the other, and then sometimes just realizing that you are still standing. And I you know, cut yourself a break, everybody. Good Lord. It's like, dang.
In the news these days, it's all clickbait. So stay, you know, I think stay away from that. And you know, the cycle is let's see how many people we can piss off right now, and then they retract it, and so it doesn't go anywhere, but it raises our blood pressure. So
it gets them money because people click on them, and that's how they make their money, and nothing wrong with that. It's just that's not how I like to do what I do on YouTube.
So the title of this video was "Breaking News: The World is Ending in 3 days." That's I should probably change that, huh?
Well, I actually think it's 2 days.
Okay.
And I think it's 2 days, and everybody, you're late in packing.
Oh my gosh.
Just, you know.
There we go. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's move on to some cards. Give me 3. So obvious, the way that I work my cards is there'll be favorites for a day or two or whatever. Oh, thank you, Roxana. Thank you so much. Thank you. So pull 2 decks that you think are your favorite. Oh, I don't think I've seen them. Hold them up a little closer to the camera. Oh, look at them.
This is the Robin Wood Tarot.
Yeah.
This is the deck that when I first went into studying tarot.
Yeah.
This is the one that I did it with. I actually bought my deck from the creator, Robin Wood. It has this, it's a separate book, the Robin Wood Tarot, the book. Yeah. Great. And the wonderful thing about this is, I'll tell you quickly. I have, there are 3 friends. We were studying tarot at the same time. We each bought a copy of the Robin Wood Tarot, worked with it for a full lunar cycle. And then we got together in sacred space and combined our individual decks into a big pile. And then we pulled out our own deck using the combined 3 cards.
Energy. Oh, cool.
Yes. So this is a beautiful and important deck for me because it's got the energy of all 3 of us in there. Yeah, nice. What are the images look like on the back? This is my favorite card ever. It's the 2 of Pentacles. It's my favorite card in any of the tarot decks. Yeah. So it's very Rider-Waite-Smith influenced. Yeah. Those are beautiful. Yeah. These are great. And I love I love this, the High Priestess. It's really it's really amazing. And so for me, these are just they're just great cards. They resonate with me, mostly because I did so much studying with them.
Right. Right.
Great.
Cool.
So
Cool. And the other deck?
The other deck is the Out of Hand Tarot.
It's in your hand.
It is.
Confused.
Yes, it is the Out of Hand Tarot by Jamie Sawyer. She just released a pocket edition of it. But the reason I love this deck is it is focused on hands. And when I'm reading with it, Danny, I can actually see the querent in the cards and interacting with it.
Oh, neat.
And so you have this, and so you can see that the person is, it really, for me, it draws me into action with the deck.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, and it's so powerful, and so it's just, and Jamie Sawyer has been really, she's they do a wonderful job with the illustrations, and it's like, if you know anything about the Nine of Wands, this makes a lot of sense, because the person with the brace, using the mouse, the Nine of Wands is about, okay, you're almost done, stick with it.
Yeah.
And so it's really, really powerful.
Yeah. Very cool. So the two decks that I pulled that are this time is my Kyle Gray Oracle. So I pulled two Oracle decks. This one is just magical for me. I keep, sometimes I'll go, oh, I'm using that deck too much, and I'll put it down, and then I go, no, I need to pull some from this one. So this one's been with me for about 2 years now, where it's like my go-to for just me personally. I need a message for me to shut things off. And a lot of times I'll use this deck before I go to sleep, where I'll pull a couple of cards. And when I wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning, I'll focus on a card to get me back to sleep again.
Yes.
So that works. The other deck that I have is the Crazy deck, and that is this deck, and it is the Galactic Heritage deck.
Oh, okay.
This deck, it's got 108 cards to it. It is crazy, but it talks about the different evolutions of different star beings and star races. For example, the Lyrans, the Andromedans, Earth, non-humanoid, and it has the past, present, and future to it. It's really and it's the energy of it's not necessarily a predictive thing, but it does give an indication that, hey, other races, galactic races, went through the same stuff we are going through right now. And so it gives us an idea of how to move through that energy blockage.
Yes.
To get to a higher place and a higher point in our evolution, where we can all get along, where we can all have different points of view with no judgment. And for me, that's a big challenge right now.
Yes.
So that's what I'm working for.
Yeah. What's the name of that deck again?
Galactic Heritage by Lisa, Lyssa Royal Holt. And she has a $10 app that you can get. And it's great. It's just like the cards in the book, but you don't get to touch it. But it seems to work for me as well as the cards, which I find very unusual in an app.
Yeah.
So some apps are good, some apps not so good. So those are the two. And then my favorite tarot right now, I guess, would be BLUESKY or the Work Your Light deck.
Well, and I have the Radical Abundance cards. And these cards, I think I may have had these maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
And it is about radical abundance, but I mean these just make me happy.
Yeah.
And I actually, when I got this, my friend Jamie and I, we did a live because we wanted to talk about them, just because they're so much fun.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting about them, Danny, is it's usually exactly what it is that I need to remember. And sometimes it's the image that triggers something, not necessarily the word.
Oh my God, that's
so. And I use these a lot when I need a bit of a reminder of, okay, where's some abundance in my life?
Yeah.
Then I remember these things. It's and so beautiful image there. The
I love
sun holding and accepting the moon.
Yeah.
So,
dang, coming on with you, Gerald's going to cost me some money.
Well,
I have to go out and buy some decks.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's going to cost me more money.
Nope. Purchase responsibly. Know your limits. We're here to share, not to sell.
Yeah. Good card. That is a good card.
There you go.
Yes. All right, I'm going to scroll. Let's throw some cards for some of these.
Let's do it.
And we're not going to be doing political so much. I'll be doing that on Friday. So I'll try to go back and look at these and any political ones I'll try to bring onto my Friday ramble. So if you have the topic for today is, what hidden joys or messages are we not looking at? And put something in capitals with #joy. How about that? Will that work? Will I be able to see that?
I will watch for you.
Thank you.
I will watch for you.
And I guess I'm going to use a new deck. I'm going to use the Good Tarot because it's good.
Well, that's great.
It's good. All right. And a Starseed. Okay. Starseed Oracle. Okay, here we go. Hey, Annie Bear. Let's see. Tea Garden Chicken. Hello. Trying to scroll. My scroller's not working. Okay.
But this is also a good opportunity to remind everybody to, oh, wait a minute. Everybody, please remember to give this video a thumbs up and show your support.
We're not dead yet.
So, there you go.
Okay. Do we have anybody? All right.
I mean, you could just type in #joy, everybody, and then we'll do a reading for you on that.
Oh, there you go. See, Gerald's the master of this. For entertainment, and you have that card too that says something about don't listen to us, go seek a professional.
For entertainment purposes only. Do not make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance.
Yeah.
Really. And by the way, there's in the merch store, there's some merch with some of those things on there.
Yeah. So let's talk about buying Tesla stock.
All right, you've got more people who are
I
saying
see.
joy.
I see. Thank you. Thank you. Oh,
Yay.
Annie Bear, got you. I got you. Hang on. I'm clicking some stars. I'm starring some people. You guys are stars.
There you go. And it's one of those things that you know, sometimes when I'm doing readings, I'm using the StreamYard giveaway tool, which is the flying fickle finger of fate.
Oh,
to where everybody puts in that, and then there's a tool that will pick who gets the next reading.
oh, I don't I do the free version.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I have that, but okay. So I have a bunch of joys. You guys are joyful. So
yes.
Let's see. I got 9 starred. So,
and you've got 2 more down there at the bottom.
Okay, hang on. 2 more. Okay, give me. Okay, hang on. Joy, Kathy Bear. Oh no, I got that Annie Bear. You guys are moving too fast, I think. And hey, Gail. Hello. All right. I think I got it. Let me see. Oh, John did that. Okay. Now I'm going to the starred numbers. Roxana gave us some dollars, so she's not asking for any joy, but I'm going to throw a Starseed Oracle for Roxana.
I always love that.
Thank you for that. And
hi, Mark. Spirit Whisperer is here.
Oh, hey, Mark. All right.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in if that's all right.
Please do. Yeah.
The first card that I got for you is the Emperor. Now, the Emperor, as this relates to hidden joys and messages you may not be seeing, the Emperor is all about understanding the boundaries of their kingdom and the area of influence. So part of the joy that you have is you know what's yours, and you also are aware of what is not yours. Stay in your lane. And there's some importance about that is because when you are able to set your boundaries and you understand this is where my area of influence is,
Mm-hmm.
there's a whole lot of power in that. And, you know, I'm not doing anything with it. I'm also going to share, also, luck is on your side there, especially when you pay attention to it. What may appear to some people as bad luck, it's just luck. And what are you going to do with it?
Right.
And an Emperor is going to understand how they can work with it.
Yeah. Awesome. So mine is very similar. I got your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. I love that last line here because that's what Gerald was saying too. You know, we can pick all this stuff, but some of it serves us, some of it doesn't. So you have to kind of like pick and choose where you want to be creative, how you want to be creative, because not all of it's good. So be the emperor in your life as canvas, and pick the things that you want to focus on.
I like that because it's also an important time for us to remember is because this feels like there's so much chaos going on. It's important for us to spend a little bit of time and create things.
Yeah.
Because that creation is that energy that we need, and just create. Don't evaluate it. Don't judge it.
Right.
Just make something.
And that, you know, when you were saying that, it just brought me back into quiet time. The importance of shutting everything off and getting quiet, being in a creative, meditative state, and not really thinking about what you're going to create, but just allow the image to come into your awareness.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Oxford KT. The card for you. Oh, Star Brother. That's the card I got. Go
You
ahead,
got
Gerald.
Star Brother? Oh, I got the Three of Wands. You know, part of what this is there's this importance of, if you've been planning something, what you've been trying to manifest is actually going to show up for you. Part of it is pack the bag. Be willing to go on that little trip of adventure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's fun. It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's supposed to rejuvenate you.
Yeah. Yeah. So the card that I got is Star Brother. And look, it looks like there's 3 wands there.
Yes, it does. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Now, when I first looked at it, I said, oh my gosh, is this like the 3 of Swords? And I mean, that was the first impression I got, but then you have the 2 falcons up here. So I'm not getting that. There's a lot of cleansing energy with this. It says Horus energy, and I don't understand what that is. I don't understand Horus energy. You may want to look that up. It's some Egyptian thing. Protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. So pick one of those that really resonates with you. Protection, safety, loyalty, and trust. And the word that popped to me was trust.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I would even add to that, follow your instinct, because your gut reaction, you can trust that.
Yeah. Yeah. Annie Bear. Annie Bear. All right. Here we go. So I just pulled, I'm using the Good Tarot, and at the bottom of the deck, it had the Moon card. And I love that for Annie Bear, but it's just a general energy.
Annie Bear, I have the Empress for you. You are creative. I know this, you know this, many people know this. That creativity and the poetry, the writing, the artwork is pregnant with possibility, and keep doing it, because it's so very important. This is what Mother Gaia needs you to be willing to create. And I love how on her belly, we have all of these stars, and it's so powerful, because what you're creating is part of what exists in the stars, and you're helping to manifest it on this plane. So
no, why even have me mess that up? All right. I got the Queen of Fire. Look at that. These are very shiny cards. The Queen of Fire, bringing in a passion, bringing in information, so what Gerald was saying was so true. But the other message that I got when I looked at the bottom of the deck, hang on, where is it? The Empress. So
and the Empress.
So what Gerald said, you are you got the Queen and you got the Empress. She's like, I just feel like stand in your power and shine your light. It's beautiful. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool, Annie Bear.
Yeah.
All right, Sunshine. Woohoo! Yay, good to see you here. You're looking at Joy. I think she gets a Starseed Oracle card.
Nice. Well, and Sunshine, we have the 7 of Wands. Now, the 7 of Wands is a card of, sevens tend to be lucky. The 7 in this one, if you look at it, we have somebody saying, wait. And part of that is to wait your turn, or the timing is not quite right for what you were wanting to do. But here's what I'm going to say. Just because someone has said, wait, They didn't tell you how long you needed to wait. It's okay to keep going back up and looking for the opportunity for your opportunity to show up, and to move your energy forward.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm using my Starseed Oracle deck, and I got your life is a canvas again. And I did shuffle. But I will throw another one. This is artist, manifestation, creative accountability. So when I tapped this together with the Seven of Wands energy, it feels like it is more of a drop down into what you really want to create versus, oh, I'm just going to jump in and create something, if that makes any sense. And the second card I got is the Great Severing, the Mars energy. Anger, conflict, softening to love. So there may be something in here that you're too focused on that is not that is too angry, obviously, and that you need to soften that up a little bit.
I also have harmony, because part of the Seven of Wands is you need to wait, don't rush in. Make sure that you are in harmony with your choices, as Danny was saying.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. How am I doing on these star things? It's easy. It just like replaces the other.
It is. It's
I don't have to remove and add. And okay. So Sarah. Ooh. Okay. Sarah, you get a galactic heritage from me.
Ooh.
Well, let's see where that goes.
Well, and Sarah, I have, look, it's a paintbrush.
Ooh.
I have the Ace of Wands. There's great potential and a lot of energy about this idea, this thing that has inspired you, whether it be painting, drawing, writing, cooking, gardening, whatever. I think what's really important is that you take the opportunity with both hands and truly embrace it, because allow that to flow through you. I think that's really, really powerful.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, you know, I've painted, so you're not going to want to hold on to the paintbrush too tightly. Allow that paintbrush to move in your hands. So there you go.
Nice. Any other card? Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. So the card that I pulled for you, this is the last deck, the last card in this deck, 108. So it's like done. We're done with the transformation. We're done with moving through all of the challenges, all of the things that, all of the lessons we needed to learn. We're done. We are back to Orion Light, emptiness. And what this card is, it looks like empty. Oh no, I don't want to feel empty. But from that emptiness, there is no expectation. There is no judgment. We look back at all the 107 cards and go, that was really good. This was good. So you've moved through all of that. And this is the place where we get to start all over again, where we get to create the world that we want to be in from a higher perspective. So when Gerald was saying with his painting, it's almost a blank canvas.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, in your card, it's now time to pick up the paintbrush and create what you want around you.
Yeah. Because you've got all this. What's that?
We cannot make this stuff up.
No.
It's like how you said that. It's like, okay, now you have a blank canvas and I had a paintbrush. So
Right. Okay. Andrea. Good to see you. Andrea. You get Starseed Oracle deck. I'm not even sure why, because it was just in my hand. Okay.
And Andrea, we have for you, we have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords. This is a card of, for me, this is oftentimes you are preparing to move to your next adventure. And in order to be able to do that, you have to be willing to leave the shore so that you can cross those waters and go on that adventure. That's exciting and scary and frustrating and exhilarating all at the same time. Understand that this is a process. So understand that you are evolving and you are moving through because you're not stagnant.
No.
You know, you've got your ticket, you're boarding the transportation. Be willing to get on the transportation and see where it leads.
See where it leads. So in the Six of Swords, in a lot of the other decks, it would be a boat on water.
Yes.
And what I got is whale and orca elders. And so this is all about. So this deck is for me. This is Lemurian energy. At the bottom of it, it says, share your song, frequency of sound, and deep diving. And for those give me three different avenues that I can go with. I mean, share your song. Don't keep your voice inside. You've got to let it out. Or use the frequency of sound to heal you a little bit so that you can go on this journey. And it's a deep dive. That's what it says down there. Mm-hmm. So it's not so much this pathway that you're going on, the Six of Swords. You have this, the swords of truth, and you're asking for assistance to get there and getting on the boat. But these elder whale and orca elders, super powerful for you. So make sure you use your listen to the right kind of music.
Oh yeah.
Maybe some. Go ahead. Maybe some tones.
It's like when you're traveling, sometimes a good playlist is it can make the difference between it being a long and tedious journey to being one filled with excitement.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you. All right. Next, butterfly wings. Butterfly wings.
By the way, were you just using this deck?
Yes, I was.
Oh, we have a deck in common. Maybe we can do a deck casual about that.
Yeah. Deck casual. I'm sure we have a couple of decks in common.
I would probably, and people have asked me how many decks that I have, and I close to 600.
Geez. Do you have this one? It's the Rider Waite.
I have a version of it. Yes, I only have one of those.
Yeah.
All right, butterfly wings. Butterfly wings. This is the Hierophant for you. Oh. So what hidden joys or messages are you not looking at? The Hierophant is about structure to give you your personal spiritual experiences. And so pay attention to the rhythms and the structures that you have set up for yourself, because these have an opportunity for you to make sense of the world. And it's like, do you always have a cup of coffee at the same time every day? Do you eat breakfast or lunch or dinner at the same time? The Hierophant is about structure, but it's structure that helps you find your connection. And this also comes with the warning of don't overthink it. Sometimes you overthink things and you just have to go with your gut.
Yeah. Yeah. The card that I pulled from Good Tarot is Messenger of Air. And this one, it's a light energy. It's like there's new beginnings, a new way forward, a new reality, a new truth that's coming. But the image from this card and what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is paying attention to, and I'm going to go against a little bit what Gerald was saying. It's more of a free form message coming from different directions of the air. I mean, there still has to be that control structure, a little bit of it. So you know, if the message is coming from a certain direction of wind, we can get all crazy and keep spinning in circles, and then we end up in like this whirlwind, and that maybe is not good. So if that is happening, pick one direction and focus on that. Yep. And I just went sideways with this reading.
Well, yeah, no, but sideways is good, because if the Hierophant is about structures and rules,
yeah,
you have to know the rules in order to break them. And
yeah,
know when not to apply them.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Who else? Oh, Sea Sunshine. Sea Sunshine. Okay. Okay. Sea Sunshine.
Sea Sunshine.
Sea Sunshine.
Look at that. We have the sun. I do not know if you were in the northern hemisphere, but see, sunshine is a good thing. Sunshine, because it's also about enlightenment. I would encourage you to take a minute every single day and notice where the sun is, because there's showing some enlightenment. You say, see sunshine. I mean, come on. I mean, this is just like, enjoy who you are and where you are. And I would even say, if you can go outside and put your face to the sun safely, I would encourage you to do that, because guess what? The sun has a message for you.
It does.
Sunshine.
It does. So the card that I got takes you from the sun back down to the earth with activated earth. And this is about power places, ley lines, trust to where you're led. If the sun has a message for you, feel those power places on the earth that really resonate with you, and then enjoy the sunshine out there. Nancy, Jean, and I, we have done a number of shows on ley lines and energy grids, and there's certain spaces on the planet that just make us feel better than other places.
Yeah.
And so go to those places.
And it's interesting because I got the sun, you're talking about the earth. February 2nd or February 1st is Imbolc or Imbolc, which is under, you know, in the pagan year, it's when we start having growth under the surface that we can't see, because the sun is warming things up.
Yeah.
So it's like perfect for that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Kathy Beth. She has two first names.
Kathy Beth.
Kathy Beth. All right.
And Kathy Beth, what I have for you, you know, hidden joys or messages you're not looking at. I got the Hierophant again. And so there's a couple of things with the Hierophant. As I said, the Hierophant is about rules and structures to help you have your own personal experience. It is also a card of being careful not to overthink things or to overcomplicate them, because this is about you giving your intuition an opportunity to shine, but you have to listen to it. So this is that, you know, you can write all of the things down, but sometimes it's just important. Okay, I've written all that down, but I know what I'm going to do, and it's not anything that I've written down.
Yeah. Yeah. And be a little, just let it come to you. I mean, so you set your intention and then you just let it go and allow it to, because sometimes we'll go, I want it. I don't have it, so I want it, which is a negative because it's saying you've got this lack going on. So the card that I got for you, Kathy Beth, it's the Chariot card. Yeah, movement. So this chariot in this image of this card, so there's two directions. You know, you've got the white horse, you've got the black horse. There's options, there's ways to go. The chariot driver, it's not strength with this card. It's the divine feminine that is driving us. So you don't need big muscles to drive this. It's more of a finesse thing that I see with this. And it's all about abundance. And her head's kind of cocked a little bit, like going, I got this. I know where I'm going, right? You may question me, but I got this. So I think it's one of the horses is trying to go another way and another horse is going straight on, and it's your, as the chariot driver, you need to pull them both together to go in a singular direction. And I think that's where that Hierophant card comes.
Yeah, I love that. I'm glad you mentioned the divine feminine, because let me tell you, it's usually the divine feminine that knows intuitively how to get those horses working together and not by force.
Right. Okay. John, we get you. Oh, and that's the end of my stars. I have to go back.
Almost an hour, so that's great.
Really? Oh, I don't even see the time, but anyway, it doesn't matter. All right, John, Starseed Oracle.
John, the hidden joy or the messages that you may be missing. This is the Five of Wands. Five of Wands. When we look at this card, did you ever do these string games, Danny?
Yeah.
You know, they're a lot of fun, and sometimes you need another person to be able to help you do something. The message with this, John, is that the five is an exchange of energy. You have to be patient, and you have to notice when that exchange of energy goes from a helpful exchange to arguing. It's like when you watch puppies, or children, and they're playing, then all of a sudden somebody gets snapped, and then it all goes wonky. I would say for you, John, is there is a great opportunity for you to pause before getting into a discussion. That, first of all, make sure you're invited. And second of all, pause so that you understand what's going on so you don't walk into anything.
Yeah, good. John, you get a bonus card from me because I pulled the first card using the Starseed Oracle, Child of the Cosmos. And this is like huge. You have the universal consciousness. You have the law of one. You have all that within you. So powerful. But there's a second card, and I'm like, what's this? He's got everything going on. It's like the second card I got is lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. So when I think of this, and I put it into with the 5 of Wands card that Gerald has, it's when Gerald was saying you need to have somebody help with this whatever that's called. What are those things called?
I just call them string games, but someone in the chat will tell us what they're called.
Yeah, maybe I should go into the live chat and see. But it feels like with this card that pay attention to the people who you've surrounded yourself with. They may be dropping you down a little bit because the thing that I'm hearing with this lifting the veil, anything unaligned. So if you're having conversations with somebody that isn't helping you with the string game, helping you lift that up, then they probably need to go. Maybe now you should have 4 of Wands instead of the 5 of Wands, and that's a celebration card. And again, when I look at just my 2, it's like you've got all the information within inside of you, and it's opening up. You're getting huge downloads and more information coming to you. Let go of the doubt.
Yeah. Someone had mentioned cat's cradle.
There it is.
So
that someone is very smart, whoever that is.
Someone, well, they're watching you, Danny Shay. Of course they're smart.
Boom.
Somebody had to say it. Might as well be me.
Might as well. I appreciate that. All right. So, 1:02. Now I can see the time. Awesome.
There you go.
So we're going to end it here. We've got a lot of joy out, a lot of information. If any of those messages resonated with anybody that didn't get a card, take it, run with it.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Gerald, thank you so much for stopping by. This has been awesome.
This has been great. Thank you very much for hosting me.
Yeah. You're getting me to use the live stream more. So,
and you did great.
So far.
You did great. So,
as far as I know. All right, everybody. Let's see if I can end this. Thank you again for joining in. Peace and love, everybody. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.